So we're gonna go through the 6-phase Element X primer, okay? We're gonna do the upper body first, and we're gonna start with some targeted soft tissue work, all right? So I'm gonna jump on a foam roller here. We're gonna work the T-spine. So I want you to spend about 30 seconds to a minute. Shouldn't take long. We're just gonna open up the thoracic spine here. Gonna give yourself a little hug here like this. I'm already hearing cracks and pops and snaps and all kinds of stuff. But we just wanna work through those shoulder blades, kind of get the arms up overhead, hit kind of each lat a little bit on either side. So kind of lean to the side, lean to this side. Good, and then we're gonna go here. We're just gonna kind of extend over top. Just trying to get a little bit of extension of the thoracic spine. Good, doesn't have to take long. About a minute here. Okay, then we're gonna move into some soft tissue work with a lacrosse ball in the scapular area. So we're gonna set that ball right there. I'm gonna place that ball between my shoulder blade and my spine, kind of down towards the middle of the scapula. This is not gonna feel awesome. It probably will hurt some. You can do this up against the wall if it's too intense for you, but it shouldn't be that bad. Embrace the pain. So I'm gonna bring my arm over here, and we're just gonna kind of saw away at some of the tight tissue that kind of likes to wrap up into the shoulder blades. And I'm just kind of moving around, finding a hot spot. When I find a hot spot, I just want to move around through it and kind of breathe. So I'm gonna bring my arm up overhead. That one right there hurts for me, so I'm just gonna kind of take my arm through all different ranges of motion. Right there, that sucks. Okay. Yep, so again, about a minute in that pocket. I'm gonna come up into the trap a little bit here. So now we're on the trap muscle. Oh, it might try to get away from you like that. Same thing, just kind of sitting here. I'm gonna bring my arm out and around. About 30 seconds here, 30 seconds between the scapula and the spine. And then we're just gonna switch sides. So come over to here. I'm gonna go right over to the right trap. Same thing, just kind of working those tight muscles. These muscles tend to get kind of locked in a lengthened position, the trapped and the rhomboids and scapular muscles. So a lot of people are stretching them all the time, and they actually don't really need to be stretched. They usually need to be kind of stimulated, strengthened, and if you're gonna do any kind of release work, they need to be more like myofascial release, like pin and stretch like we're doing here. Yeah, that sucks. But just take your arm in all different directions. There's no like perfect way to do this. There's no wrong way to do it. Just find those hot spots and kind of beat them up a little bit. Good, we'll go a little further down the scapula. Good. Oh my gosh, yeah. If it's too intense for you, just do it up against the wall so you can control how much pressure you're putting in there. But we're just trying to loosen up the shoulder blades. Good, okay, perfect, awesome. That's enough of that. Okay, then we're gonna go right into what I call the shoulder health quad set. So it's 3 different exercises. I'm gonna go through them really quick. Usually about 3 sets of 10 each, but with this specific warm-up, I'm gonna actually superset them with a deep neck flexor activation exercise for posture. So a lot of people have this forward head posture and they need to get that head sitting back a little bit better, and almost everybody needs that. So I'm gonna kind of superset that in with the shoulder work we're doing here. So first one is just called what I call an over and back. So you're just going here, you can see how I can open that band up a little bit to get my arms all the way around and just go back and forth. So back and forth, be 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, okay? 10 of those. Then we're gonna go right into what we call a banded pull apart. So my arms are gonna stay just like this. I'm gonna pull this straight apart, and I'm going to just kind of squeeze my shoulder blades together, right there in the back. One thing to do with this is to watch my arms here. When I end the movement, my thumbs are still pointing up. They're not doing this or this, they're just ending straight back. And actually at the end, you can kind of punch out a little bit. That would get your shoulder blades to activate a little bit more, okay? 10 reps of those. Then we're gonna do what's called a banded face pull. So you can just find anything, loop that band around. You can go here, or you could go here, depending on how strong you want the band to be. I like to go here, and I'm just gonna pull straight back, just like this. So I'm almost imagining that band's coming like right towards my teeth, Now, if it was like this, it could hit my teeth. Right here, right there, could hit my teeth. You're keeping your wrist kind of light here, and you're just trying to squeeze those shoulder blades back. 10 reps here. Okay, so that's one tri set. The quad set includes what I call a serratus punch. Okay, so you want 10 reps there. Then the serratus punch, you're gonna loop this band, kind of double loop it. You're gonna put your hands through like this. Okay, so you got tension out on the band here. All right, you're just gonna punch straight forward and hold for a sec. Then you're gonna row back and hold for a sec, but you're keeping the tension out on the band like this the whole time. So forward, back, forward, back. So forward and back's 1 rep. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it? Now, you're gonna do all 4 of those. Then you're gonna throw in the cervical retraction exercise, where I'm just gonna take this same band, I'm gonna wrap it around my head here. I'm gonna pull this forward just a little bit, and I'm gonna pull my chin straight back. And I'm gonna hold for about a 2-second count. Kind of wanna make like a double chin, like that. Okay? Again, 10 reps, 2-second hold. You should feel a pretty deep fatigue deep in your neck, kind of like the front of your neck. This is working those deep neck flexor muscles that really helps with cervical spine stability or neck stability, and helps kind of reverse this stoopy posture back up to more broad, kind of open posture. So now we're gonna do some shoulder rotation exercises here, just kind of basically, I call them mini band shoulder rotations, but you gotta rig this band up to something that has kind of like a parallel bar or something along those lines. This is gonna be kind of makeshift, but I'm just gonna take this. It's looped within itself right here. I'm just gonna wrap it around here. This is gonna be a little sketchy because this might not stay. So, all right. So hopefully your band doesn't break like that. We'll find a way to handle this. I'm gonna tie it like this. Anyways, the shoulder rotations here. So this is just a basic, little band that broke, but all we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this band, we're gonna punch in just a little bit, like this. Okay, so I'm coming straight in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that band and I'm gonna curl it, like that, okay? So I'm trying to create this external rotation of my shoulder right here. So I'm gonna punch in just a little bit. You don't have to go way in, you don't have to go, you don't wanna just do that. You wanna go in a little bit, and then from there, we're gonna create this external rotation torque, and we're gonna hold for a second, and we're gonna come back. So see how I didn't just move here, I moved all the way up here. I didn't just turn my wrist, I moved my whole arm like this. So we're gonna push in and we're gonna rotate out. We're gonna hold for a sec and come back. In, rotate out. This is gonna work the serratus anterior muscle, a bunch of other rotator cuff muscles, but it's really gonna promote this external rotation or opening of the shoulder. A lot of people kind of live in this forward flexed internal rotation of the shoulder, and it gets really pinchy in the front of the shoulder because everything gets all jammed up and congested. So by doing this, we're gonna kind of decongest that. So by punching in, rotating out, we're gonna hold for about 2 seconds again, and then come back. 10 reps here on both sides, okay? Should take about a minute to get them both done, okay? I'll do the other side, stay there for a sec. You see it from the other side. I'm gonna punch in, just 6 inches or so, and rotate out. And it doesn't really matter. You could do it from here, or you could do standing here, okay? And you could go at an angle too, but that's kind of a progression. For right now, just go straight over and use that kind of that rotation to do that the external rotation there, okay? I'm gonna undo this. Hopefully it doesn't hit you. Dodge, my camera, woman, good. Okay, so last one. This is gonna be kind of like a central nervous system prep. You gotta get your body kind of ready to do some explosive type stuff if we're gonna be doing some weightlifting and that kind of a thing. Sometimes people just aren't ready for that, so they don't necessarily, they don't have kind of that nervous system prepped, and all of a sudden they go to do something more strength-based or something that requires a lot of kind of explosive type energy, and they get hurt because they haven't exercised, they haven't warmed that up. So what we're gonna do is what we call a medicine ball squeeze superset with a slam. So I'm gonna do 3 to 5 reps of like a 5-second squeeze of this medicine ball, like I'm pushing in like a push-up, and then I'm gonna slam it 3 or 4 times too. And I'm gonna do that 2 or 3 sets of that, just to kind of get my nervous system prepped and ready to roll. So first one is right here. I am just gonna get into kind of a push-up position. If you can't really do that, just do it from your knees. It's no big deal. We're just focused up here. So I'll just do it from my knees for now. So I'm gonna get here, and then I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna squeeze the heck out of this thing. So we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Squeezing about as hard as I can for about 3 seconds, okay? I'm gonna do that 3 more times, or 2 more times. Good, okay. And then I'm literally just gonna take this thing up. I'm gonna come all the way overhead and slam it down. It's really loud, sorry. Good. Okay, so we quickly went through some soft tissue work. All right, we kind of opened up the scapulas and the traps, and then we went into the shoulder health quad set, the 4 different exercises, superset with the deep neck flexor activation for the posture or for just the deep neck stability. Then what did we do? We went and did the shoulder band rotations. Can't remember if I said how many sets I said, but I'll have it marked out for you. And then we did the central nervous system prep, squeeze then slam. And that should really get you firing, that should get you rolling. And not only that, but this is going to be kind of more of like a rehabilitative type of thing. It's going to be more corrective in nature. So most people need a lot of the same stuff, but obviously we're going to have something designed catered directly to you and what your specific needs are based on your posture and some of your movement patterns. But if you just did this one, you're going to get quite a bit of kind of a corrective, rehabilitative benefit to it. So give it a shot.